Yo, this is Lycan, and this is your Lycan Report. So, before I get into the spill of my review on this particular video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So, Netflix, you came out with a movie called BlackOut. It actually hit, supposedly, one of your top 10 movies to watch and so forth. And I went ahead and checked it out for you. BlackOut, basically you have a government agent, a United States government agent, and he ends up dealing with other agencies as well as drug cartels in Mexico. Unfortunately, because of what was going on, he ends up in an accident, ends up blacking out, wakes up in a hospital, and has amnesia. And the whole process of this movie is trying to remember what he's involved in and so forth, and trying to not only make good on what has happened, but at the same time try not to get killed in the process. Character wise, you've got Josh Duhamel, which if you have seen Transformers, basically the Air Force captain, he played that. Abby Cornish, who plays Anna. If you've seen Geostorm, she was the female Secret Service agent. And you also have Nick Nolte, who plays Ethan McCoy. Honestly, when it comes to the cast, you know, I want to say Josh, he did a pretty decent job. Compared to the rest of the cast, I was not in favor of majority, just because of the fact that it's one of those B-C rated movies. Like, literally, you know, the cast is on point 1 minute, and then they have moments where it's like they're distant from their dialogue. It's like the emotional response and the dialogue does not match at all. When it comes to graphic wise, a couple of action scenes kind of decent, you know, especially like the fight scenes, you know, some of them draw you in. But graphic wise, I'm sitting here like, once again, you know, some portions are like distant, or like, as an example, let's say you have two guys down a hallway and they're shooting. Okay, they're shooting forward. Why do we have bullet holes lining the walls in linear order when they're supposed to be shooting at an individual in the middle of the hallway? I don't know who was the effects artist on that, but it was very badly done. When it comes to the plot of the story, too many twists. So many twists that from beginning to the end of the movie, you almost have no idea what's going on. I started off the movie confused. I'm still confused at the end. Is because I'm sitting here like, you know, when you watch a movie that's confusing like this, when you're dealing with amnesia case, you know, you relatively anywhere between the middle to quarter toward the end of a movie, you know, you're supposed to have some type of intel that brings everything together. It never came together. It just kept being distant. It kept giving you twists and misinformation throughout. So, if you look at like ratings for this movie, most would put it within the 3, close to 4 range. I believe that's being too nice. Literally, I want to say this movie itself, on a 1 to 5 scale, is a 2.5. Action-wise, it was pretty good. Acting-wise, half of it was like, what the hell? So literally, would I watch this movie again? I would say I have to be bored. I literally would have to be bored with everything that's going on around me to want to watch this again. If it was just by choice to watch it again, I'm not going to watch this movie ever again. Literal. I mean, granted, you have some stellar people within the cast and so forth, but I don't know whether the problem was the director or the writing, but literally, I'm sitting here like, the whole thing was just confusing. The acting, granted, you may have some big name actors, but not everything was connecting and literally it's one of those movies where Netflix, I'm sorry to say this, it may be an original movie that y'all come up with, but this was a waste of time and it should have never been made. So that's what I believe on your Lycan report. So take it or leave it.